Continue to get costlier, with prices rising 15% in the last 15 months as dairy companies across the country have hiked prices. Now, industry players have cited high demand for high-fat products, a rise in production costs and adverse weather as the key reasons for the same. Manisha standing by with the details. Manisha, can we expect a further increase in prices?
Well, thank you for that, Shireen. That's exactly what the industry seems to be expecting. And I did speak to Mr. R.S. Sodhi of the National Dairy Association and Mr. Jain Mehta of Amul. And they both seem to expect that these are reasonable prices right now. And you need these prices to ensure that going forward, the farmers will continue to be interested in ensuring that there is more milk production coming in. When you look at the month of March and April, the expectation is that there has been better procurement than we saw last year. Mr. Sodhi continues that they did tell us that consumers are paying reasonable prices for dairy right now. We did not see retail prices increase for 3 years. And then, of course, in last 18 months, we've seen prices increase by 18 to 19%. He also told us that India has not seen a fall in the milk or product prices ever. So even if you are looking at higher flush season going forward after the Diwali and the Shera, even if there is better production of milk, you will not see the milk prices go down because the input costs on the other side have continued to increase. So the milk prices perhaps will consolidate, but they will not come down. Also, when you look at the international milk inflation, that has been to the tune of 20 to 40%. So Mr. Sodhi also told us that the Indian prices in that sense, or Indian inflation for that sense, has been to the tune of 8 to 9%, so lower than the world average by many notches there. Amul says that when it comes to their milk, the Amul Taza, the brand that sells the most, has seen a price rise by 6 times in last 4 years to an average of 6%, and that is not so much. And you also reiterated that it is important to ensure that the inflation to you is an income to farmer, and with the kind of input cost surge that we have seen, farmers do need to be given that much. The other important thing is that internationally as well, in the previous year, we have seen a lower production of milk. So whether it's about Australia, which is a big producer, saw 4.5% of decline. New Zealand saw 1.5% decline. Even Europe milk production last year was lower. And much of Asia would be looking to India this time around for import, even as India is talking about import to ensure that the prices go down. So there's a lot of conversation right now. So your question that whether milk prices are coming down, they are not until Diwali. And then also we perhaps would be looking at consolidation and not a decline in prices.
Our flagship brand is Amul Taza Toned Milk. And in the last 4 years, we have increased the price only 6 times. So an average about 6%, which is more or less in line with the inflation. So by and large, the milk price increases are not as high as our producers would like it to be. But then it's a reality, and partly one can say that inflation to consumer is income to the producers. Having said that, the producers depend on the consumers for the market, and they are also equally concerned as the rest of the industry that if we increase our productivity, if we work on reducing the cost of production, the producer will also be happy and the consumer will also be happy.
Well, don't expect milk prices to ease anytime